So, being a woman is a blessing and a curse.
In our society, women and people of the LGBTQ community experience inequalities every day. I asked several people to share their experiences with me about any discrimination they have witnessed or experienced.
Have you ever experienced any discrimination based on your gender?
Absolutely, yes. I'm a trans man, which means that I was assigned female at birth and transitioned to living as male. I did experience a small amount of discrimination as a woman before transitioning, but the majority of the discrimination I have experienced has been during my transition, which is kind of an unending process.
Being catcalled, harassment, being touched without my permission at social events, feeling unsafe, being alone at night, people assuming that I lack certain skills because I'm a woman.
I've been catcalled, I've been harassed, I've been told that I'm not a real man, I've been told that there's no way that I have a vagina, I've been pretty much name it, it's happened. I've been turned down for jobs, I've had people at jobs say things like, for instance, if the customer tells you to be a lady, be a fucking lady. I've been kicked out of restrooms.
My gay friend and I went to a party one time, and he was getting taunted for wearing a full handmade vest, and we got kicked out because of that.
As a woman, some things I've experienced in fairness is, well, I've had people tell me I can't do certain things because I'm a woman. And it's just kind of who made those rules? That's not fair. It's okay for a guy to do this, but a woman can't. And that's kind of where slut shaming comes into as well. You have to follow a certain dress code, a certain way to act. Certain jobs are looked upon. You can't show a lot of skin, or else you're labeled as a slut and whatever. I don't like that. And if guys were to do that, it doesn't matter, and that's just not fair.
I've also experienced discrimination for being a woman. I worked with a company who told me I couldn't do certain tasks or work at certain stands because I'm a girl and only boys were allowed to do that. They wouldn't allow a male to cover my shift, even though he worked with the same company, because he's a boy and I should have known better than to ask for him to cover me. I've since stopped working with this company for its racist and sexist policies. Also, I have experienced and seen sexual assault at many college parties. Guys seem to think that just because you're at a party or that if you're drunk, you want to have sex with them. This has led to a serious sexual assault problems among college campuses. 1 out of every 6 American women will be raped in her lifetime, and every 2 minutes in America, another person is sexually assaulted. Sexual assault and how many people are mistreated because of their gender is a huge issue in our society that is often overlooked. This is a serious problem that needs to be addressed. Moreover, there are many stereotypes on how men and women should act. Society programs into people's minds who they should be and how they should behave. People follow the path of least resistance and conform to these gender roles more often than not. This has led those who don't follow the norm and don't conform to be discriminated against for not following society's rules.
There's a lot of gender discrimination that goes on, and it's not limited to people with one gender, and there's also really awful gender role things that are expected of both men and women.
There are a lot of stereotypes and things that I don't like that we have, such as women can't work. They gotta be the homemakers of the house. They gotta cook, they have to clean, take care of the kids, and cater to the man. Why can't the women go out and be the breadwinner? Why can't the man stay home and take care of the kids? Why can't the roles change?
There are also many inequalities in the workforce. Women are paid 20% less than men for the same work. This means that women working the same job with the same hours only make 80% of what a man makes, or only 80 cents to a man's dollar. Some recent studies don't believe that women and men will have equal pay for equal work based on equality progress made in the past 20 years until the year 2152. This is over 130 years from now.
And even in the government, a lot of women are holding important jobs in office, and I don't think that's fair. I think that women have a lot to contribute, a lot of ideas, and I think people are just scared to see something different, see a woman running things, and I don't really know why. I really wait for the day that we can see a woman, a nice, strong, beautiful, amazing woman in office, because that will be like an amazing day, and that's how I know that we have come so far in this country.
Not only are women not paid fairly, but they are also not treated equally. Men's opinions usually trump women's, and women aren't taken seriously. Professional, qualified women are dismissed because of their gender.
Have you ever witnessed discrimination against women in the engineering fields?
Well, not me personally, but I've definitely heard stories of women, professional engineering women in the field who have experienced discrimination. For instance, we had a speaker who came to our classes, and she was the project manager, so she was high up and she was very competent. And while she was on site, the contractors still would ask other people about details about the project, even though she was right there, and she was the project manager, so it's definitely prevalent in the field.
Although it is a sad reality that women and people of the LGBTQ community are oppressed, it doesn't have to stay our reality. The way they are treated and looked at is because of how society makes people think. These ideas are socially constructed and have no purpose behind them, other than to keep the dominant group in power and to oppress anyone who's not in the dominant group. We don't have to live in a society like this anymore. We can change things. We have seen many times that society changes its rules, changes its norms, changes what it says is okay and not. They do this to meet the needs of the system. But we're a part of the system too. Our needs are just as important. Women and people of the LGBTQ community need to stand together and fight for equal rights. We can do this through protests. We can do this by electing leaders who believe in equality and by not allowing oppressive legislation to get passed. We have to do this through the main institutions where these ideas are so deeply embedded that you almost believe them to be true. The main way to do this is through education. By educating the public and the youth, we can change people's minds. We have to start by showing people what's happening isn't okay. Once people see that this is an issue, but it doesn't have to be this way anymore, we can start to fix it. We can start passing reformative legislation. We can start giving people equal pay for equal work. We can start to fix the centuries-old problems that are still around. No one needs to go through oppression anymore. We have seen it happen too many times in our own country, and yet we still allow it every day. We know how bad this is, and we know that oppression isn't what's right. Now it's time to stand up for what we know is right. It's time to stand together and fight the system and fight for equality.
Women, we do a lot for men, for people in general, you know. I think that people definitely don't realize it, and we are very underappreciated. I think that people tend to forget how important women are to the world and how much we contribute. We do go through a lot of things every day, but we're strong, and we just gotta keep pushing forward.